After the S&P inclusion, it seems like Tesla is unstoppable. And I believe that until the 21st of December, we might see a stock price of $600. Welcome to another episode of Tesla Sundays, and I love this intro, guys. It always makes me dancing. So if you like it as well, let me know in the comments below and let me show you what we will talk about today here in this episode. So we will talk about the Tesla performance over the last 7 days. Then we will dive in to the stock chart analysis, and then I want to show you why and how the technicalities of the S&P 500 could lead Tesla to become a $600 stock by the 21st of December. Then let's finally dive into a Q4 preview. Looking into the 6 months chart, you can basically tell where we headed for the S&P, okay? So basically we had a very nice incline since May, just unstoppable, you know, fueled by just great quarters, great news, also by the stock split. And then we came, you know, since let's say September, where we dropped even up to $366, we went into the sideways scenario where we stayed until the mid of November, right? And then came the absolute banger with the announcement of the S&P 500 inclusion. So this led just for last week for an increase of 22%, guys. And I'm so happy because we talked it here up and down, you know, why it's so important, when it could happen, why you should invest in Tesla, what I'm doing, how I leverage it even with call options. So obviously, you know, we were very successful here with our predictions, and that's why I would encourage you to subscribe and like this episode, because you should not miss any for the Tesla vlog, and for sure no Tesla Sundays vlog. So make sure to click also the little bell for the bell notifications and the notification that you will receive to be informed when I'm posting a new video. But let's dive further into the Tesla stock chart analysis. Here we go at the chart of Tesla, and what is nice here to see what we talked about, I just deleted all the drawings so we can start freshly, is that we exited this wedge here, okay? So as you can see, actually something like this, we exited. It was a very important moment here for the Tesla chart if you're talking technically, because it is a setup technically that can go either here in the up or down situation, okay? It can go then very sharply in one or the other direction, but we got the news of the S&P 500, so obviously the stock went quite high. Now it is the all-time high, because the last time we finished the day with 498, which gives us a very there's no resistance, right? So it can go now further and further. Now I recorded this just pre-market on Friday, so you see we are a little bit lower, but as you can see there's so much room to go, and to reach the $600 mark, actually we just need a couple of days like we did here, right? We gained in one day $50, as you can see here. For example, on the 17th of November we were at 441, and next we gained $45. So if we have two more of those days, we almost at the $600 mark, which I would love to see on the 21st of December, which would be exactly here, okay? So let me draw it here so we know the next time where we want to be, and exactly here. This would be a fantastic Christmas present, wouldn't it be? So where we are, somewhere here, okay? This is our goal, guys. This is our goal. Well, this circle is so hypnotizing. Yeah, but you get my point. So here it's important to the stock to reach this area, and then it should be possible, you know. I said that the year end could be even 750, but this was a very bullish call, obviously. But let's see what the Q4 earnings will be. They will be in the January time, end of January, but we might have an interesting outcome to see in the very beginning days of 2021 that Tesla actually did the delivery record, which would be, you know, the 500,000 cars, which would be just mind-blowing, guys. Okay, I would love to have this, and this would be another, you know, another bull argument that gives the stock very much of a catalyst to go higher, higher and higher. So why I believe the Tesla stock have the potential to go to 600 before the 21st of December? Well, if you are listening to all the technical aspects of the S&P 500 inclusion, you need to understand that once the stock is into the S&P 500, all the funds tracking this S&P 500 index need to purchase stock. And look at this article here, for example. Bloomberg says that, you know, Tesla's S&P 500 debut might spark 8 billion demand, Goldman says. The Tesla Inc. already impressive stock market rally might be on the verge of a further massive boost. The electric car manufacturer is scheduled to be included into the S&P 500 and so on, and could result in 8 billion of demand from active large cap mutual funds, analysts at Goldman Sachs wrote in a note on Friday. Of the 189 large cap core funds in our universe, 157 funds that manage around $500 billion in assets under management did not hold Tesla on September 30. The analysts wrote, assuming those funds choose to hold the car manufacturer at benchmark weight, they would need to buy $8 billion worth of the stock, or about 2% of Tesla's market value, the analyst said. But this is not enough. I have heard and read a couple of articles where there is even a demand for $50 billion that need to go inside the Tesla stock right now. So what does it mean? There's a couple of options that Tesla has now, okay? And I posted it already on my Instagram, so make sure to check out my Instagram. Follow me there, Wolf of Dubai Danny. It's very, very important. I post there almost every day. So first of all, you need to understand there's two options. Tesla could, and I think they will do this, just a matter of how they put their technicality into that. They could either, you know, in this huge demand of $50 billion that need to purchase, you know, Tesla stock, they could say, you know what, from this 50 billion, we will issue shares 10 billion. So they could, you know, lower the demand a little bit and then directly sell to customers this, you know, 10 billion worth of stocks, which would be a fantastic capital rise, right? But the second scenario, which is my favorite scenario, they leave it as it is. The stock price goes higher and higher and higher and higher, maybe to 600, maybe even to 700, we don't know. And then Tesla will come and say, you know, now we are raising 5 billion or 10 billion or whatever it will be the number. Because then you have less shares to offer for the amount that you want to raise, let's say 5 or 10 billion. And you are diluting your shareholders much less. So this would be the better outcome for shareholders. I think they will like it. And you have much less shares to give to the market, which, you know, will be appreciative by the people and shareholders. Moreover, I think when the stock goes so high so fast, a raise of capital always gives this negative vibes to the stock, which gives it a little bit of a cool down, right? So this will be fantastic as well. So let me know what you think. Which scenario Tesla will go for? is the Wolf of Dubai, and I'm the #1 stock investing YouTuber in the whole Middle East. And where I'm spending my time, obviously, at the #1 financial advisors at Century Financial. One day here in their office, let me take you with me. So, Yagish, why don't introduce yourself? What is your task here, and how long you been with Century Financial?
So I'm working here as a global market strategist. One of the most primary tasks among the very jobs I do is to ensure that there is proper support and training provided to the clients.
Yeah, I've seen, so you are the webinar guy here. Tell us a little bit about the webinars. What do you think is so important about those webinars?
So webinars, these are weekly activities we are doing. Every week we are trying to come up with a new topic, a new session, and these webinars are free of cost to join, very informative. The webinars are just an ideal way to interact with the investors and aware them about the current investment trends in financial markets.
And then obviously when entering your office, then one of the first things that you see is the huge bull, right? What does bull symbolize for you guys here in the office?
Anybody who enters into this office sees the bull. It represents the optimism, it represents the positive energy. This is a charging bull. So the charging bull represents growing optimistic attitude and a positive energy, a can-do attitude.
And finally, I want to speak with you about the logo, because the logo obviously is something that struck my mind, because it's not CF, it's you.
It's very simple. The center point of Century Financial is you. It represents 31 years of Century Financial only focusing on you as a client.
Thank you very much, and make sure to follow Century Financial on all their social media channels, everything in the description and much more. Let me know what you think, which questions you have, so we can start the communication with them. And obviously there will be dedicated partners that will take you by the hand if you want to start investing, or even investing already and just looking for a fantastic partner. Well, those are the guys. Take care and stay safe. So now you know that we can reach a $600 stock, which is fantastic, right? I mean, just a couple of days ago, we reached $50 per one day, and we are already around 500. So, just take 2 more of such days and then we are there. However, let's dive into the Q4. And what I love to do when talking about the Q4 or the Q, whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, or 4, I always look into the Q4 last year ago and see, okay, where, when, what, and how we can find some bits and pieces that we can maybe implement to the Q4 2020, right? So the most important part is that we have a little bit upcoming economy, and I think that this will surge automotive sale and also obviously Tesla shares and Tesla deliveries and sales. But what is important is, guys, this is the biggest quarter always for the automotive industry. People are buying cars towards the end of the year because they have to change the cars. They feel like they want to buy a car for the next year. So I think that it's just the seasonality of the automotive business that is hoping us to give the best quarter. And it's the question of all questions: can Tesla really deliver 500,000 cars this year, even though we had the craziest year ever? Well, this will be the huge question, right? So let's dive into the Q4 2019. So here we go on the website of Tesla Relations, which is just ir.tesla.com. You can find, all the different years and all the press releases. You can find the shareholder deck and so on. So we go in the Q4, which was released on the 29th of January. So around that time in 2021, we will know more how the numbers really work for Tesla. So if you're open the shareholders deck, then you can actually see that, the beautiful designed shareholder deck is here. Let's have a look. So we had a 930 million increase in our cash and cash equivalent position to 6.3 billion. This was fantastic. So it will be interesting how much cash they now accumulated can put into the cash position. And I think, as I said in the previous category, they could be a potential of having, an accelerated billions added to the cash and cash equivalent position. Because as you know, Tesla is accumulating those cash positions because not only they can raise some money now, and they also pay their suppliers later than they get the money from the overall situation, which means that it's great because months after months they are piling up the cash from the money that they receive for the cars. So pretty much I will look forward how the sales of the automotive grow over year. I mean, here we had the financial summary, which was the automotive revenues grow only 1% year over year. So this is something that I would love to see double digits. Then we have the overall situation with the gross profit per automotive. I think also this will be improved because of the starting of the selling of the Model Y in China. The overall revenues should also go year over year higher, right? Here it was just 2%, and then the total gross profit also should go higher. This is something that I would love to see. Operation expenses obviously would be great to reduce those a little bit. And other than that, profitability is obviously important, and I would love to see if we get some better timeline understanding of the robotaxi, but also Gigafactory in Germany, because the last time I thought we are talking about maybe June, July, but Elon Musk said in one tweet that he actually thinks that the first cars will roll out a year from now, which was May 2020. So I guess the really important opportunity here will be with Gigafactory in Berlin, that the cars will actually roll out already in May. So those are the, for me, more important part, that the financial parts, and then to see how much more effective we got. Could we increase the automotive gross margin? How we developed on the solar front? How we going for the energy business? I know even it's fully booked for many years to come. Still, how we can grow this, and obviously any news on the full self-driving. When will be the first locations where they will start the robotaxi business? Yeah, I mean, this is such a big further catalyst for the Tesla stock in the next couple of months.